So when you see what's sad about it, it's not really seeing anything that's happening. It's the music, it's the reaction, it's the characters. It was the scene I was most concerned about, to be honest with you, because even in the cartoon, it has such dramatic impact. And now we're doing it, that was a G version of the movie. In the States, you know, we call that G, it's like for children. This one's PG, parental guidance, which is for a little bit older. And the photorealism, we knew was going to have a lot more emotional impact. And so we were very careful to look at how we put the scene together, because even in a cartoon, it's so overwhelming, so overwhelmingly emotional. The one good thing we had is that most people who are coming to see this movie are familiar with the old one, so they know what's coming.
Longue vie au roi.
Disney's always very good about not really showing it, it suggests it. And so when you see what's sad about it, it's not really seeing anything that's happening. It's the music, it's the reaction, it's the characters. I knew that we had to do things with framing and composition and lighting. And between suggesting with silhouette and not really showing too graphically what's happening, but instead letting the music and the lighting. I think if told responsibly that it's a conversation, it's always unpleasant, but I think in the way, certainly in the way the original film treated it, it's a very sad part, but it's a happy movie. And I think it's sometimes kids' first experience with this thing that they're so scared of, you know, and it creates context for it. And it's part of, you know, storytelling is about teaching the next generation how to handle the hardships of life. Certainly Disney, especially Disney, I think statistically is probably even more likely for something to happen. You think about Bambi and Finding Nemo, and even Dumbo, even though it's not a death, there's definitely a sense of abandonment. And the list goes on, and that's also part of the mythic structure, is often you have a character who suffered loss or is orphaned, and that character then becomes the hero. So it's taking pain and hardship and transitioning into the hero's journey that I think is part of what the story we yearn to hear and tell each generation.